Statsproblems.com was used to create this tutorial, which can help us calculate the pooled variance in an independent measures t-test. Let's begin by selecting one of the 25 example problems. The question appears in the blue box. A set of population scores is normally distributed. Sample scores from two unrelated groups, below. Scores in Group 1 are 40, 50, 56, 42, and 57. Scores in Group 2 are 51, 45, 39, and 41. What is the pooled variance, S squared pooled? Let's step through the solution by clicking on the Next Step button. In Step 1, we calculate the mean, x bar 1, and variance of Group 1, S1 squared. X bar 1 equals the sum of x1, divided by the sample size of Group 1, N1. In this example, x bar 1 equals 40 plus 50 plus 56 plus 42 plus 57 divided by N1, 5, which works out to 245 divided by 5, which works out to 49. The sum of squares, SS1, equals the sum of the squared deviations of each score x1 from the group mean, x bar 1. In this example, the sum of squares, SS1, equals 40 minus 49 squared plus 50 minus 49 squared plus 56 minus 49 squared plus 42 minus 49 squared plus 57 minus 49 squared. This works out to minus 9 squared, plus 1 squared, plus 7 squared, plus minus 7 squared, plus 8 squared, which works out to 81 plus 1 plus 49 plus 49 plus 64, which works out to 244. The variance of Group 1, S1 squared, equals the sum of squares, SS1, divided by the sample size of Group 1, N1, minus 1. In this example, S1 squared equals 244 divided by 4, which works out to 61. In Step 2, we calculate the mean, x bar 2, and variance of Group 2, S2 squared. X bar 2 equals the sum of x2, divided by the sample size of Group 2, N2. In this example, x bar 2 equals 51 plus 45 plus 39 plus 41 divided by N2, 4, which works out to 176 divided by 4, which works out to 44. The sum of squares, SS2, equals the sum of the squared deviations of each score x2 from the group mean, x bar 2. In this example, the sum of squares, SS2, equals 51 minus 44, squared, plus 45 minus 44, squared, plus 39 minus 44, squared, plus 41 minus 44, squared. This works out to 7 squared, plus 1 squared, plus minus 5 squared, plus minus 3 squared, which works out to 49 plus 1 plus 25 plus 9, which works out to 84. The variance of Group 2, S2 squared, equals the sum of squares, SS2, divided by the sample size of Group 2, N2, minus 1. In this example, S2 squared equals 84 divided by 3, which works out to 28. In Step 3, we calculate the pooled variance, S squared pooled. First, we calculate the degrees of freedom for the two groups. Degrees of freedom for Group 1, df1, equals sample size of Group 1, n1, minus 1 is equal to 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Degrees of freedom for Group 2, df2, equals sample size of Group 2, n2, minus 1 is equal to 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Now we calculate S squared pooled. S squared pooled equals variance of Group 1, S1 squared, times the degrees of freedom for Group 1, df1, plus variance of Group 2, S2 squared, times the degrees of freedom for Group 2, df2, divided by df1 plus df2. In this example, S squared pooled equals 61 times 4 plus 28 times 3, divided by 4 plus 3, which works out to 244 plus 84, divided by 7, which works out to 328 divided by 7, which works out to 46.857. In addition to the 25 example problems, we can work step by step through an unlimited number of new problems using the Generate button. The Edit Data button can help us create problems with customized input. Instructors can use this function to create problems with complete solutions to use on exams, in class, or for homework. For printed output, we can print the question. Or we can print the question with the complete solution. The free website has statistical analyses in all of the most common areas in statistics. Statsproblems.com also has a mobile version so you can access the site from anywhere. For help with statistical concepts, helpmewithstats.com is a free website that has more than 70 tutorials, as videos, or as self-paced slideshows. In addition, helpmewithstats.com gives you free access to a comprehensive stats textbook with more than 685 review questions. Thanks for watching. If you find these resources valuable, please share statsproblems.com and helpmewithstats.com with your friends and instructors.